Hello, guys. Welcome once again. So, today we're going to be talking about RHOP and also Love and Marriage DC. RHOP episode, I think episode 16, and Love and Marriage DC episode 6. Firstly, let's go ahead and talk about RHOP for this week. All I'm going to say is it has been a shit show, and I am tired. And this is for sure reality TV.
Uh,
You said that Nekat said that there was going to be this epic moment. I am still waiting, and I have read through the first look of every episode that's to come. I don't think there's anything coming.
well, you
There's
missed
nothing.
it. You didn't see it last night when she walked in with her sash and her crown. That was the epic moment.
Oh my God.
That was it.
Wow. I thought it was going to be something like big, like, inside
Oh
something
my
that we don't know
god.
about. But if that was it, girl, stop.
Oh Jesus Christ! When they said, I think they announced it that the last episode was going to be on the 24th. I was disappointed because I had to look at my calendar. I was like, wow! So I have to go through 2 more weeks of this nonsense before we get to the reunion. I would have appreciated it if it ended. Just even if it ended this week's episode, I would have been loving it because I can't deal. This week's episode was worse than last week because this week's episode, I don't think there was anything of substance. There was nothing. We saw um Charrisse and Robyn and Ashley discussing about her boy event. We saw Neka and her husband having one. I don't know whether it was a movement or a discussion. I didn't just understand what was going on there. With the makeup artist, oh, the episode was just full of nonsense. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
Oh,
I kind of agree. I didn't get anything out of it. That's why I had to watch it so many times because it just left me like thinking like, what are they doing? Like, none of this is really making sense. I didn't get the reason why Charrisse was just screaming and yelling like that. I don't know. And as far as the Green Eye Bandits, they'll never get along with Candiace. That's just not gonna happen. But Candiace says she has something on Robyn or something, some previous conversations that they had. So I want to know what that's about, if she really has something.
yeah. And firstly we had to they started with the fact that Ashley and Kiana is her name Kiana? Kiana and
Kiarna.
Wendy. You said?
It's a tongue twister. Kiarna.
Kia. Oh, please, I can't do
I
that.
know. I know. I think they just call her K.
So they went to the waxing, whatever, and were discussing about the situation between Robyn and Epic. I'm like, I watched that. I don't understand. I didn't get anything from that conversation. The only thing I could get was, why is this Kiana girl repeating and repeating the fact that they didn't check on her? It's becoming annoying. We know they didn't
Yeah.
check on you. Let it go.
Yeah, exactly. She's as cute as a button, though. I do have to admit, she's cute. I think
She
she
is.
and I'm wondering, is she Candace's replacement? Because they're like the same height, same size. She's got a business. I think she's married or has a man or whatever. And I'm wondering, is she Candace's replacement?
It's
Like,
possible because
It's
Candice did
possible.
say that she might not be coming back.
her
So
own choice or what?
Viewer's
I
choice.
I
She
don't
said
know.
viewer's choice. Yeah, this
Oh,
I think Kiara would be a good replacement. Now, Candace does give you a lot of back talk, a lot of mouth and everything, but a lot of viewers don't like that. They see her as being very immature and they don't like that. But I think Kiana, she's cute. Like I said, she has a business. I don't know if she's married, but they said at the Eddie's weed thing that that guy that we saw sitting there
yeah.
was her man or whatever. But yeah, but I didn't really like that scene. I thought it was inappropriate. We didn't need to see Candace like that. It's like why they didn't just show her all
Didn't need
No.
to see
nasty.
that.
Yeah, that was so
Yeah.
nasty.
Hey,
Yeah, that was pretty gross.
And the
that
conversation, the way she kept talking about it, it's like this is so nasty. I don't want to hear this.
oh, I was like, please take me to the next scene.
Right. Now, Wendy, the arm thing, that was tolerable.
Oh my god.
I mean, so what were they doing? Were they lightening or were they removing hairs? What was that?
I believe it was hair removal.
Mm,
Yeah, it was hair remover.
mm.
It was hair remover.
Okay.
And
I think they just
now,
wanted us to see that Kiana had a business and she had a nice business. So that was a way to introduce
yeah,
us to
yeah,
it.
that's what I felt.
Yeah.
Like they wanted to introduce us to Kiana's business. That's
Yeah.
what I felt.
Mhm.
They wanted to introduce us. And I'm happy that Giselle's child has finally gone to college. Probably we're going to have a rest because this is the 16th episode. And from the first episode to this episode, every time Giselle is in the confessionals or talking to someone or having a conversation with any of the ladies, is, oh, I'm gonna miss my baby. She's going to college. I'm gonna miss my baby. She's going to college. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I'm tired. 16
Very,
episodes,
very
and every
tired.
episode is an hour.
Yes. But living for my girls, you told us that you experienced that, right?
Yeah, and I cried when
Okay.
Giselle cried, and I
You
was like,
did?
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, bitch, stop that. We
Oh,
G's don't cry, okay? But it just kind of touched me, and I was like
yeah.
reminiscing and stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm done with it because they go to college, they bring their dirty clothes home, they call you for money, like there's more to this,
There's more to this
so
than on the other side, right?
yeah.
And then they can end up coming back as well too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought
I
it
do
was the
understand.
scene. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that it was too long. I thought it was sweet. It was
Thank
cute.
you.
I was touched
Thank
when I
you.
saw Grace cry. That was touching, but it was too long. Why was that 3 or 4
Ooh,
minutes?
16 episode long.
Yeah, and even that little scene last night, it was just too long. Okay, fine, she's leaving, yes, but she's not the star of this show. It's
Hmm.
like, Giselle, is this all you have to give us? This gray storyline? That's it for the entire season? Raven didn't get that. When Raven left, it was one episode. I remember she's like, oh, okay, bye, mom. And Karen was a little sad, and that was it.
Mm,
Like, I understand you're gonna miss your child. I'm not disputing the fact that she's gonna miss her so much. I'm not disputing that part. But what me I don't understand is that you're on a reality TV show where we are there. I am watching to see everything about you. And I watched you from the episode one to the episode 16, where you are always and the thing is, it's not different topics, it's the same topic.
right.
Episode one the same, episode two the same, episode 16 the same thing. I would understand if it's like different things about the school, going to the school, but it's just one thing, like over again. It's like I don't understand. I don't know whether people don't understand that people. I like 1 hour of my life in a day is gone over that. I can do with like 2 or 3 episodes of that. Of that. No, no. Okay, yeah. She's going to school. We want to show you how it is, the emotions, everything. I understand that. I understand. But a whole 16 episodes. Okay, now that she's gone, what will she do? Which would would we hear for the remaining 3 episodes on how she misses her?
Well, maybe she'll go to the college and one of the professors will try and hook up with her, and then that'll be her next storyline.
That was cute.
Oh my
You
god.
know what? That's interesting that you say that because that does sound like a good idea, right? Yeah, but then what will happen to Jason? What about her love affair with Jason that we saw the
He
first
was
Wow.
just a
episode?
boy toy. He was a
Yeah,
boy
Mm,
toy.
right. And I guess they realized that we didn't need to explore that any further because we never saw him again. And with her, I think maybe the producers thought, okay, the fans keep saying we don't see another side of Giselle, so let's capture this moment. She's finally expressing herself. We're finally seeing tears. Yeah, we're seeing that she's a mom and she's concerned about her kids, but what about all the
yeah.
havoc that she's wreaked with these other ladies? That's what I want to explore. I want someone to hold her accountable, like Wendy said.
Oh,
You know,
Giselle, hold
yeah,
accountable.
right.
Wow.
Let's
The
hold her
only
accountable.
accountability that has been held to Giselle is keeping her on second seat on the reunion.
Yes, I can't wait to see how that turns out.
Yeah, I
That was
want
the only
to.
accountability that was held to Giselle, keeping her that. Do you know how it is? Do you know how a lot of, I didn't know that a lot of people were going to be happy with that. A
Mm,
lot of people were so happy when she was given the second set. It
wow.
was like, yeah, the time has come. Because she has never deserved that first seat at the first instance. And I would have even been more annoyed if they're giving her that first seat again this season because this season was less deserving. Huh, Robyn, they always focus on. I know that Wendy and Candiace are not friends with Robyn and Gizelle, and they
Mhm.
have their issues. It's the way that they divert their own issues and focus on every eye roll, every gossip, every tongue. We shot every single thing. The way Wendy sits, the way Candice sits, the way Candice looks, the way the hairstyle of Candice, the hair, everything about them they always want to talk about, but they forget to talk about themselves. What happened to us getting the full information of Juan and Robyn? How did they transition from having such a blowout on him and transition to having a normal family now? How did they there was a lot of storyline that I expected them to literally chase down. They did not. How is it that they are functioning as a family with a father that is not working? How is the storyline?
Hmm.
How is the him himself transitioning as a man that is the head of the house but doesn't have a job, and the wife being like the breadwinner of the house for the meantime? That is a storyline they could have chased down. But no, all they had to show us was, oh, did you see the way Candice eyed rolled when you were talking about your daughter? I found it offensive. That was what they gave us instead.
Yeah, but I don't think Juan is gonna let them explore that. You know what I'm saying? He basically, you notice we don't really see his face a whole lot. You know, it's like he's phasing himself out. You know, because he don't want the cameras. It's bad enough everybody knows who he is and what he does. You know, he's like a secret P Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
OMG.
Yeah, you know, so he's not gonna let it be known about everything he do. You gonna have to catch him in the act. He look, and Robyn knows this, so she's gonna stand by her man, and he's gonna keep doing what he does. But yeah, she's gonna keep doing what she does as far as hosting vacations for the girls, because she has nothing else to bring right now. And if it's something to bring, if it's discussing Juan, and his ventures, she's not gonna do it because he ain't gonna have it.
Mm,
So there
wow.
goes her storyline. She has none.
Absolutely. And we started off with him with our first episode, and he was there. Like, oh wow, we're gonna actually get some Juan. And then we heard his voice when they were in Austin on the phone, and we haven't heard or seen or telegram nothing from Juan ever since then, right? She
Exactly.
hasn't even
Yeah.
talked about him. What a waste.
But the thing is that if you don't want to reflect or talk about your life, you have no right to judge and talk about other people.
I'd say, why are
If
you on
you
a
have no
reality TV show?
storyline,
Well, why are you on
eh,
a
eh,
reality TV show if you don't want to let people
exactly.
hear?
Why did you sign a contract if you don't want to talk about your it's that's what baffles me. It's called a reality, like your life.
Yeah, you're supposed to be
Why
an
are
open
you
book.
saying you don't want to show your life?
Open
Yeah,
book.
you're supposed to be an open book. We're supposed to be able to read, turn the pages, read in between the lines. You're not giving us that
Yeah,
opportunity.
exactly. That is what I'm like. Where do they get these people from? You
They,
know you signed a contract to be in a reality TV show, and you know what it implies. I don't care whatever scandal, anything that went on in your life, but you signed that contract. If she didn't want her life or want to be checked up on, looked at on, judged, everything, she shouldn't have come back for this season.
yeah, but
She should
he
have.
promised. He promised he wasn't gonna keep doing it. And he keeps doing the same crap. Right now he's at the point where, hey, don't say anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
you knew what you signed up for. You remarried me. You should have got a prenup, and you didn't.
Yeah.
So if this ends, hey, I'm all in your pocket. You're gonna have to pay me alimony.
Do you think that she's going to have a job after this season wraps? She had a horrible season. Maybe they'll make her a friend of the show because she was horrible.
Horrible. In short, everyone, no, everyone was horrible.
Everyone, yeah, except for
Yeah.
Karen. I love me some Karen. Karen
Everyone
can do
was
no wrong.
like, oh my God, I'm so disappointed in the show that as in, I'm so, so disappointed. And I'm more pissed off at, um, Neka
Necker.
and Wendy. I'm pissed off at Neka and Wendy because they did a very poor job. And more pissed off at Neka for bringing up all these whole things and not giving us the final episode.
Yes, and
That's
and I'm disappointed with her for showing up with that sash and crown. Like, what was that all about? I'm wondering.
oh my
I bet you Giselle probably told her to do that. Well, no, because Giselle knew Karen wasn't coming. So it's like, why did she wear that? Was she trying to
God.
make a
I
dig at
I
Karen?
didn't understand the concepts. Who was she trying to impress there? Wendy was
Right.
not going. Wendy was not there.
Now, why wasn't Wendy
How-
there? Oh, Wendy had something in LA to go to. Okay, that's right.
Yeah, she had something in LA. Karen was not there.
Right. Why did she do
So
that?
why? I don't understand. And the same Jacqueline that she said, Jacqueline said some things. That's the person, like, I'm confused. I remember the episode she said Jacqueline said some things about Mia to her, and she was like so surprised. That's the
Oh,
same
yeah.
Jacqueline. She was like giggling, laughing. I'm like, okay, did she or did she not? Like, I'm confused. Confused about her. Like, I'm saying it that I think most of the things she has done might come to bite her in the ass back because being over friendly with this lady sometimes, wow, it could be
Mhm.
very dangerous.
Absolutely. Especially with that green eyed bandit, that Giselle.
Mm-hmm.
You're okay as long as you are doing her bidding or what she want you to do. But
Exactly.
once you decide to, do your own thing, it becomes a problem or go against her.
Problem,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, like Wendy did. But that whole Charrisse thing, you guys think Charrisse was trying to perform to try to get herself a spot for next season?
That
Well,
was
God,
I felt like I was watching an action film.
Exactly, banging on the table and banging on the table. And then did you notice as soon as Candiace got up, then Charrisse gets up, I guess because she saw the cameras are now following Candiace. Oh, so now I gotta go so I can get in front of the camera. And then steps outside so she can get a break. What are you upset about? The
that's what I
argument
was saying.
exactly with her stomach sort of hanging out. Then she comes back to the table and all is well.
Oh
Ridiculous, right? Ridiculous. I mean, the
my
Oscars were
god.
on last night, but she was not nominated. It was just ridiculous. This performance that she put on.
Yeah,
Oh my
maybe
gosh.
she's trying to get a spot back on the show because,
Clearly,
you know,
clearly. And see, and I'm happy Karen didn't go. And Karen said, I don't like her. She doesn't like me. I'm not going because
yeah,
she
she
needs
spoke the
Karen to
truth.
be there to have some sort of exchange with, and Karen is not giving that to her.
Right.
Do
I
you
feel
guys
her.
did you guys get the impression that that was kind of like a last minute throw together sort of thing because nothing had occurred all season? Because didn't Jacqueline post on Twitter or Instagram saying, "Why are they talking about me? I'm not even on this season." And then all of a sudden, we get an episode. All of a sudden, here's
With her on
Jacqueline.
it.
Yeah, as
Hmm.
if they had nothing else. Okay, we didn't get anything. Let's put Jacqueline and Mia in the room and see if we can get something going. That's the impression
Hmm.
that I got because
Yeah.
I didn't believe Mia and Jacqueline's beef anyway, and now they're back BFFs cool again on Instagram. I
And
love her, my sister, such and such. Yeah, it just seemed like it was thrown together, and then Candace left, and that was it.
It was I was like the amount of time they brought up this Robyn, and I think Robyn herself will be saying, please bring it up, because she herself didn't have any storyline. Almost every time they have a get together. Oh, Robyn and Candace, like, let it go. They don't want to be friends anymore.
Right,
Be matured about it. I believe and I understand that if I have two people, I have a friend. We were three, but we had a clash. And the two of them decided that, you know what? I don't want to be friends with you again. But I'm friends with the both of them. And I'm not forcing them to be friends. I'm not. So I believe it's just maturity. If they say they don't want to be friends, don't force them. Don't try. Let's have conversation. Like, everybody's matured. I don't want to be friends with you. Let it go. I don't even understand this bringing up candies, and like, I was just like, wow, wow, this performance was very great, very nice. Like, the tapping on the table, unnecessary. Everything was just unnecessary. Everything from all the ladies coming in. It looked like it was a last minute event. It wasn't planned properly. Then all the ladies coming in to Neka working with her crown and whatever. And I was just like, what is going on? Everything there just felt like a script writer wrote a script and gave to everybody. This is your role. This is your role. This is your
right.
role.
exactly. Right.
And the crabs wasn't even seasoned. Like, you gonna throw some bland food, look like it was catered in,
Uh huh.
bland as hell,
Uh huh.
and then sit back and want to argue and scream and yell and like, yeah, this was a setup.
Yeah, it was like a we got to get something going. We have nothing going all season. You're gonna have to break it. Do you remember that show with Kelly Price in L.A. and Lil Mo and Shantae Moore years ago, Hollywood
No.
Divas or something? Well, basically, they were saying that there was nothing going on all season while they were recording, and the producer said, "You got to do something, or we're gonna scrap this whole thing." So then that's when Kelly Price started her drama with the ladies and with the director of the play because there was nothing else going on. That's kind of how I felt with this. It was like, okay,
Yeah.
we gotta put something together because there's nothing going on all season. Nothing.
Ratings. We need
We
ratings.
need something. And Charrisse and her little dramatics did not do it.
Yeah.
What is she yelling about?
No.
You guys stop it! Stop it! And they're even looking at her like, what?
Like, I didn't think so.
Yeah, they was like, she's drunk. Did you hear Gizelle say that? She's
Yeah.
drunk. And I guess she was thinking, I gotta be on next season. Karen didn't show up. I gotta do something with her
Oh
ill-fitting
my
outfit.
god. He was just
Anyway,
like, what in the
nothing.
action film am I watching? Like
Action
it
film,
looked
yeah.
like a movie that 2B would do.
Exactly. A Tubi film with
Yeah,
that wig and all. Exactly.
exactly. That was what it just looked like. I was like, yeah, I'm a 2B movie, so I understand. Like,
Was
there's always
Kiarna
just
there?
over exaggeration.
Was Kiarna there?
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
there.
Oh, okay, I don't remember
It was
her.
only Wendy, and
Karen.
Karen that
Uh,
wasn't there. Every other person was there.
But did you
Shop,
guys I'm sorry, go ahead.
Shopiology, real quick. Did you say with her bad wig?
Yes.
Okay. I
It was like
thought I heard
sitting
that.
back off of her head. But did you guys notice that somebody came and tapped one of the ladies? I don't remember which one. They got up off from the table, and another person sat in like she was a seat filler. And then all of a sudden, it was some strange lady sitting at the table.
Yeah, didn't they say that was something like Ashley's
No,
sitter?
not Ashley Sitter. It was a different lady. I saw Ashley Sitter was there. She had the blonde hair. This lady had black hair, like pulled back, like in a something up over her head, like a updo. She tapped
Mhm.
on somebody's shoulder. I think it was Kiarna or somebody. They got up from the table, and then this lady sat down at the table. So by
Mm.
the time like Charrisse came back from her pouting, this lady is sitting there, and they didn't even put a caption saying who the woman was.
Wow.
If you get a chance, go back and
Well,
watch
she
it.
asked Kiana to stand up.
She just tapped on her shoulder, and then Kiarna got up. I think it was Kiarna who got up and left the table. This lady sat down in that seat. Some strange, unnamed woman. I don't know
Mm.
if she was a producer or security or whatever. And then she was just sitting there.
Did it say it was Karen's friend?
You mean
I mean,
that lady who was at the pickleball thing? The woman who owns the dress shop? I don't think it was her. This
oh,
lady looked a little different. But when you guys get a chance, go watch this. Like, who is this lady? Anyway, I
wow.
guess
I
that's
I actually watched the episode in times two speed.
it was that
Yeah.
bad.
It was so bad. I had to. So if anything of that happened, I literally didn't know. I watched it in speed. Like I was like, no, I can't give myself this mental torture. I'm already stressed enough. I can't give myself this much stress more from the show. I couldn't. I couldn't. Well, I don't even know. Next week's episode is looking like another disappointing episode. Okay, yeah, we'll finally get to see the fight, but it looks as if the cameraman was missing in the action because I didn't understand the angles.
Who was fighting? Were they fighting?
Yeah, Kiana and I think Ashley's friend.
Oh, okay.
The cameraman was missing in that because if that's what they want to show us, you can't even know who is fighting with that because the cameraman was shaking like. uh,
Like he was
I
scared.
I hope that is just the preview, and probably when we get the episode next week, we're literally gonna get like the real thing. That's what I hope.
Yeah, and she's
That's what I
another
hope.
one too who's trying so desperately to be on the show, Deborah. So now you're at this event getting into it with somebody because you so desperately want to be on the show. Remember when we saw at the event where Aneka and Wendy first met each
Yeah,
other? Yeah,
Yeah.
she said something to Robyn or somebody trying to get camera time. So I guess finally this fight will get her on there. I guess we'll see if they how much they show.
Jeez, well, my
I
money is on Kiera.
but I think I love. I think I would like Kiana as a friend because she's like someone that will go back and forth for her friend.
Yeah. I like her too.
We
And
we
she
could actually
go
we could
ahead.
actually see it also when those ladies, those green eyed ladies, were trying to like get her to say things bad. about her friends or about what her friends have said to her, and she did not budge. So I feel like she might be a kind of, so if you stick with me, I stick with you, and we stay for the long run. I think that's the kind of person she is.
Yeah, but she did
And
kind of say something that kind of made me question her a minute, which was, uh, yeah, my friends would have checked on me, you know, Wendy, talk about Wendy and
yeah, and
Ashley,
Candiace.
Ashley, Candice, yeah. My friends would have checked on me, but in reality, they never did because it was Gizelle. So
Yes. And she
it just
kept
kind of,
bringing it
Yeah.
up.
yeah, and it just kind of made me say, well, like, girl, like, what is it? Which one are you rooting with? Because, you know, is it your friends, you know, that supposed to have been checking on you that didn't, that you said they would have, would have, could have, my ass, you know, either you was there or you wasn't, you know, and they were both
I guess
MIA.
Right. And it kind of makes you think, are they really her friends? Because Candace doesn't know her because they showed the flashback of when Wendy said, "Oh, Kiana, just a couple of room doors down is her spa." So I guess that was the first time Candace met her. And
Yeah,
how well
at
does
that
Wendy
luncheon.
know her? And then you're right. Why does she keep bringing it up that they didn't check on me? Only Giselle did. Are the producers trying to get her to keep repeating that? To make it seem like, oh, Giselle is the only one checking on me and you guys didn't. It is odd that she keeps bringing that up.
Yeah.
a lot of things has been odd this season. A
Yes.
a lot of, if you really watch the season, there's some things that happen and you'll be like, it's as like I don't understand how we got to that. Like the other episode when they were in the when they went on vacation and Wendy just came all of a sudden and be like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? It seems like most of the things that happened this season, for me, it looked produced than reality.
Mm.
Most of it. So I won't be surprised if that it is. That is what it is. I guess probably all these things, I just feel like they're just working up to that or anticipate everything to happen at the reunion. You know? Anticipate the
Mm.
reunion. That's where we're gonna get the full gist. And I'm disappointed that we have to wait to the reunion. And see, I'll be more disappointed. Like Neka said, there were some resolutions and there were some men that if I see her and Wendy mend fences, Neka and Wendy, if they try and mend that fence, only God knows. I'll be so pissed off. They shouldn't mend that fence, oh, they shouldn't. That fence should stay up. Like it should stay like that. The way they've kept it should stay like that. Because except if they I think somebody during the time they brought the list of those on the chair, someone said the first chair should have gone to Lebe.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my god. Because it's true. Lebe has been talked about so much this season. And the disappointing part was when we finally saw her. Nothing. Nothing.
Jeez.
Absolutely nothing. Like this season has just been totally rubbish. I hope we'll get to see more at the reunion, or let's see how the episode will. Like probably the next episode I might like it because I want to know what really happened that got to the extent where they had to, throw hands at each other. So I want to know what happened to that for them to get to it to that extent. Well, let's move on to Love of Marriage DC. Now, we started off with winter, the vacation, and I noticed something. Who gives someone, I don't, probably it's just me. No, let me just say I'm biased, maybe just me. But who gives somebody glasses for Valentine's Day? Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe it's just me,
What
but
did
I
I
just felt like
miss? I don't remember. What happened? Somebody gave somebody some glasses?
Yusef, is his name Yusef or you?
Oh, he gave a Yeshua,
Yeah,
Yusha.
Yeah.
sure. You sure? Yeah, you sure? He gave it was a glass he gave her for the Valentine's Day and
I
a
didn't pay
poem or a
attention.
letter or whatever. And I was
He gave
like,
her some
whoa,
shades. He gave her shades.
Right.
yeah.
Okay, when you said glasses, I was thinking like something you drink out of.
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no,
those were
no.
Louis Vuitton glasses, so they were very expensive.
Oh, I didn't see it because I watched it in
Yes.
Speed also.
Yes, they were expensive. So they, you know how Miss Amelie Cherie just gave away some Louis Vuitton shades.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
this is what he gave her. So that's what made it kind of,
Oh,
made it
wow.
special.
Ah, okay, okay, that can go. I just thought it was just some mere shades, and I was like, why would you do that? But that his letter looked like a man that that was waiting to get down
But
with
you know,
her.
but I'm wondering, like now that I think about it, they were not in a box though, right? Did she just pull them out of a bag? Where was the box?
Yeah, I seen her pull them out of the bag, and I
Right.
think,
So I'm
and
Yeah,
I
wondering if
think
that
I
was
out of
the
the
seen
bag.
one of,
same.
Yeah,
and I think I seen one of those little boxes you get from the 99-cent store
Not the 99
of
cents.
hearts, the candy.
Yes, one of those heart-shaped boxes. Because
Yes.
I'm beginning to wonder, like, was that a real gift or was that staged? Because the box and the bag was a Louis Vuitton bag, but we didn't see
Right.
the box. Because when you
Exactly.
go to Louis Vuitton store, they don't just hand you shades in a bag. It comes in a box. So I'm wondering if the
that was why. You were the one that said it was the Louis Vuitton glasses, but
right.
for me, it felt like that was not what it was. But I was just like, the scene itself did not feel natural to me.
Yeah,
It
right.
didn't
You're right.
feel like
Feel
it was.
staged.
Girl went to
Yeah,
grab that from home and
And
said
had
when they
him
got in
present
their
it to
room,
her.
yeah,
That's
she
what I
said,
was thinking.
"Hey, hand this to me."
Hand this to me. And let me tell you why I also think that, and this is all alleged information.
Right.
Winter, at one point during the pandemic, was selling luxury items. She had like a little store, online store, because she has a lot of luxury stuff. She was saying all these brand name coats and dresses and shoes and stuff. She was
Mhm.
selling them. So it wouldn't surprise me if this was something she had around the house, the glasses and the bag,
mm-hmm,
and just said, "Oh, give this to me as a gift to make it look like he spent a lot of money on some glasses."
yeah,
Because where was the box? Where was the box? It looks like she pulled them out of a bag. If it was, if
Mhm.
he had just recently purchased those, they should have been in a Louis Vuitton box. Just like you guys saw Miss Melody Cherie on her Instagram live. You saw her pull those shades out of boxes, didn't you?
yeah.
Right.
Yes. Where was the box? Good detective work living for my girls.
Well, thank you. I'm on the case.
Oh, okay. So I wanted to ask right now, amongst these ladies, we have Joy, we have Ashley, we have Shelley. Who do you think is not taking accountability amongst them? Ashley,
Ashley.
Joy, and Sherry. Is this Shelley or Sherry?
Sherelle.
Sherelle, yeah. Is it Sherelle, Ashley, or Joy?
I say all of them. All of them. First off, like, who cares if he was dating your girlfriend? They are no longer together anymore. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Men are going to be
Mm-hmm.
men and they're going to do what they do. So, why are you guarding his private part? Why do you
Mm-hmm.
have a say so in what he does with it? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And as far as Ashley, oh my God, she has a obsession with Cliff. This is what I'm looking at. It looks like an obsession at this point, you
Yep.
know,
Yep.
because she always got something to say. He's over there looking at me. And, girl, he wasn't. He was just looking your way, trying to understand why you going off on his wife. You know what I'm saying? Why are you guys having this dialogue like this? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the doctor, and I'm not talking to you either. Well, you looking my way. Well, like, this is like junior high school. And people used to get beat up in junior high school.
Oh,
Seriously, people would get beat up. So, I just didn't understand what was really, really going on with them two. And then Sherelle. Okay, so if you was a side chick, you was a side chick. If you wasn't, you wasn't. Who cares? I'm not gonna argue with you over my place where I am now. About my past, whatever my past may have been. That's none of your damn business. So I just didn't get it.
now I agree. I like Joy and Clifton. I like the Petties, but I'm not understanding why Joy is so upset with Black. Maybe
Yes,
there's something else that we don't know about, and I think Jamie kind of alluded to that. Is there something else there besides the idea that you think that this lady that he cheated on her with your friend? And if so, why are you so angry about it? And how long ago was that? And then
exactly.
and then I and then I it also bothers me how it kind of feels as though Sherelle and her husband are just kind of just thrown there into this situation at the winter home, and we don't really have any other backstory with them like all season. Now all of a sudden they're just there. And I think that I'd like to hear more about their story. I like Sherelle. I love her personality. I think that she could be really good on this show. I like her personality a lot better than Ashley and her husband. I like them. But this whole
Mhm.
thing that
Yeah,
Joy's
the
got
black.
going, yeah, Black. But this whole thing that Joy's got going on against them, I don't understand it. And I like Joy and Clifton. I agree with you. Ashley, oh, there's just something about Clifton and Joy, but also seems like especially Clifton that just, and whenever she talks about him, she's always using the word big, big burly, big this. Are you mad because he's a big man and your husband is not? And then
Ah,
for her to constantly call him big as if that's an insult.
Yeah.
Like, why is that a bad thing that he's tall? That man is
mm-hmm.
over 6 feet tall. Is that a bad thing?
It's
His
not a
big
bad thing.
beard. That's what I'm saying. All the insults that she uses towards him are things that women want in a man. His big beard. Oh, that's a good thing. A man's got a beard. He's over 6 feet tall. These are like all good things that women look for and are attracted to in a man, but you're trying to use them as insults. And I don't know if you guys saw the interview with Carlos King and Joy and Cliff. And Cliff was like, I think she's got a crush on me. He was being sarcastic. He was being sarcastic, but I think there is something to it. There's just like, what is your problem with this man? And then how you just keep saying how he got up in my face. It didn't happen like that. And then I think if you Jamie was interviewed by Dustin, if you guys didn't see that, and Jamie even said that not Cliff, Quick told her that Cliff did not say about the jealous, that Cliff is not the one who said you're jealous of Joy. Cliff didn't say that. Remember, Quick asked the question, but
Exactly.
she's
Yeah,
just going to spin this narrative and she's just
narrative. Yeah,
right. And the way she kept turning her face up when Joy was talking, that's a struggle. Making faces. She is obsessed with that couple, allegedly. And especially Clifton looking at me. I didn't see him look at her. I guess they didn't show us that part
Well, he turned his head like
because
he
she was
looked that
speaking, huh?
direction because she was speaking.
But she tried to act like he's trying to comfort her again, right?
Yeah, but notice when she said that, she looked at her husband like, "What you gonna do about it?" He
What
ain't
that
gonna do
man goes to
shit.
exactly right.
He ain't gonna do shit. He don't want none.
He don't want no smoke.
Uh you
That
know.
big burly man, big burly, big, big,
Yeah.
big. Okay, he's big. Like, is when did that become a bad thing for a man to be tall and
yeah.
husky? When did that become a bad thing?
Well, that's because she allowed her husband to be this tall to ride her ride.
OMG,
Oh.
living with my girl.
You know what I'm saying? So now there is competition. Eye candy. Well, yeah, she gonna get upset because she feel like Joy don't deserve him.
Oh, okay. So does she think who does she think deserves him?
Her.
Oh,
Oh.
allegedly.
Yeah. I mean, because I mean, if you got somebody who's constantly beating down on your character, you know what I'm saying? And you're supposed to be in a committed relationship and satisfied with your stuff, why you all up in mine?
Yeah, good point. And
Mm-hmm.
constantly saying stuff about him, like every conversation. Cliff,
Yeah. Click,
Cliff is a big red
click
dog.
that.
Yeah, she
Oh
want
my
that.
God. No, she
What
does
you say,
do
looking for my
act as
girl?
if she has a crush on him.
Well, he said it, but I think he was being sarcastic.
No,
But
he
there was,
wasn't.
Yeah.
He was saying it as a sarcastic way, but he was for real.
yeah, he could probably
He
sense it.
know what it is. Yeah, men know what it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know,
He's an
she
attractive
Like
guy. I'm sorry.
he is.
He
Like you
is.
said, I feel like Joy's issue, like I feel like the three of them have issues. And I feel like Joy's issue with the blacks is just too unrealistic. I don't understand why that should be a grievance. And like I always say, every one of them have the same problem they accuse each other of. It's just that
Mhm.
some people know how to max it better.
Right.
Also, let's say some people are more matured in how they handle it. And the way Sherelle and Joy handles their own, at least they handle theirs in a matured way, not in this childish manner that Ashley is doing hers. Right. But I don't still understand Joy's issue with the blacks. Like yes, he cheated on his girlfriend with Sherelle. Let it go. You're not the girl. Why are you obsessed? Why are you pissed off? I think even me as a husband, I would have asked her, the Clifton should have asked her, like, why are you upset? What is your business if he did cheat? Except if there is something else, because you can't tell me that just because he cheated on your girlfriend you are that pissed off. No, it's not possible. There must be something else going on or that went on
And
that
if there's
makes you,
something, and if there's something else, tell us what it is, and stop trying
yeah.
to, yeah, getting angry. And then she gets up and walks off. Like what?
But I'm not going to judge her. That spiritual healer or whatever they call her was so biased.
Yeah, that was fake. That was a setup. You could tell that she was told to go in there and start something with her. Like she said, I was driving on my way here and I thought and I could see you and I knew that you is who I needed
Yeah,
to. Yeah, she was told to go after Joy. Probably said that she's got walls up. See if you can get into her psyche and see. Yeah, that's what it seems like. And I didn't like that. And like Joy said, her friend is an intuitive healer and you're supposed to ask a person's permission. She didn't ask any permission. She just started reading her. And it was clear to me, allegedly, that somebody fed her some information about this woman, that she's got walls up, that she's not getting along with others, and all this. And so here you come bombarding her with that in front of all of these people. You need to do a one on one with her if you really want to help and assist. And then you've got Ashley sitting back, making faces, looking, and she's combative. She's combative. What about you?
exactly.
Oh, living with my girls. Well, she fell off. She's
I
combative. What about you?
like, I feel like she's combative. She doesn't listen to people. I was like, first of all, the spiritual healer was so biased, overly, like, I was even saying, do they need a spiritual healer or a therapist? Because I don't understand that. A lot of people, I feel like sometimes when you want to introduce people to some things, you should ask. A lot of people are not in tune to some certain stuff. And so thereof, they might not really be into that. So I felt like you should have gone with the general thing that everybody know, a therapist. Like bring a therapist that everybody acknowledges and understands. And for that spiritual leader, she was so biased. Like I don't want to have that person as a spiritual leader because if you are that biased, what can't you do? She came in there with an agenda and she went at Joy. Yes, Joy can be combative and argumentative, but the way she came at Joy, I myself, if I was in Joy's shoe, I would have bounced too. I would have. She was so wrong in what she did. She was so wrong. And I don't understand. Is it that Arena, because she's from Arena, right? Was it
That's
Arena that told her to behave like that?
that.
Because if it was from Ashley, I would have said, okay, maybe Ashley fed her some things. But this is a Rena's person, so I'm confused.
I'm sure the producers probably told her that. But Arena's claiming that she brought her there. You know, she didn't bring her there. That lady was on some other episode last season. And it's, think about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Doctor, what's his name?
Yeah,
They keep bringing around. So
yeah.
now they have this lady that they're bringing around. Same concept, same producers. So they probably told her, because so you think Arena actually hired this lady and paid for her to come there? And she didn't have on the right shoes. It's snowing outside and she had on like her bare feet were out.
Oh, oh, oh.
But
Because
clearly
I,
she
I
was
was,
told who to target. It seemed like she was
mm,
told who to target, allegedly. She came straight for Joy.
I felt that like it was so disappointing. Like I felt bad because that was someone that was supposed to bring peace. Your intentions coming there was to bring peace. Was supposed to bring peace. Was supposed to bring guidance. Was supposed to try to unite them. Instead, what you did was, pull them further apart. How are you that good of a spiritual leader? Like you did not do what you're supposed to do. I'm so sad. I felt bad for Joy at that moment because I felt it was unfair how the lady was targeting her, irrespective of whatever issues that she's having with the group. But it was just too unnecessary.
Yeah, I
It was,
agree.
it was
I
just too
agree.
unnecessary. And Joy being, I said Joy. What's her name? Winter. Oh, she was so rude. Oh, please spare me. I can remember when you were also in this position when everybody was, against you, when everything you said was bad.
Right.
I remember when you were so also I believe that you should have been able to like um understand where Joy is coming from. I'm not saying Joy is the best person. I don't, you all know I don't really like Joy because I'm coming with the perspective of watching her from Ready to Love. I don't really like Joy, but with the way that that therapist or whatever she is acted yesterday, I felt so bad for Joy that no, that was wrong. That was wrong. Because I believe when you bring a person into a group, calling the person a spiritual leader or whatever, that person is supposed to bring unity. At the end of the day, before you guys leave there, there's supposed to be at least a resolution between, at least, even if everybody doesn't get, at least one group will get. But instead of what she did was to create more divide and make the girl feel like, am I the problem?
Right. Right. That's a good point. Now I do have another question. Why is it that Sharella or Sharelle did not ski? I kept waiting. Did they ever say why she didn't ski?
Ski.
Yeah, when they went skiing, why didn't she ski? They never said.
Yeah, probably she, maybe she has not been used to it before. Maybe she was
Oh,
looking at
okay.
her weight. She didn't want to fall off.
Okay. I
All
was
those
just
kind of
wondering
things. She was
about
just
that.
trying to protect herself. But another question I want to ask, now that I brought up the skiing stuff, why did the petties show up?
Right. When they said they were not going to come, the producers probably
Exactly,
told them
because
they
that was
needed to
so
come.
confusing to me. That
Yeah.
was like unnecessary. You said you were not going to call. The
Mm-hmm.
Tylers already announced it to everybody that you were not going to call. So why did you call? And you are like, your excuse is, oh, I'm coming because we're gonna greet the Tylers. Like you just spoke to them to tell them you're not gonna call. So what
Right.
what what form of greeting do we need again?
Producers probably told them they needed to go. And if you watch Jamie's interview, Jamie was saying that they were having to film all of these different scenes with these different people. He said that we were having to go film with Joy and Clifton. Then we have to run over and go film with the Silvers. Then we have to run back and film with these people because I guess they're the neutral couple on the group on the show and on this
Yeah.
trip. So they're just having to run back and forth with these people. But Ashley's going to get so mad. You're going to see next episode. She feels like Arena has chosen the other side. And that is what Joy said in her interview, that she thinks that The jealousy is that Ashley's mad because she feels that Arena chose to be friends with
It's
Joy
like,
instead of
yeah,
her. Yeah. And whatever. Ashley is so immature on this show.
it's so immature. I feel like, well, I'm kind of seeing where she's coming from because I had a friend like that. Although she didn't act this immature like the way Ashley is doing. I had a friend like her like that. We went somewhere and we kind of had a very big dispute from the place, and I left and I felt like coming back home. Then I kind of had an accident on the road. Then I called her. I was like, I had an accident on the road, and she didn't act so concerned about it. So I got pissed off. Like, I fine. I know we had our issues before I left, but I believe that you are still my friend. And if I tell you that I had an accident, you should at least listen to me. Forget about the issues we had. And I felt like at that moment, I was like, you know what? I don't think I want to do this for now. I just need space to like reevaluate. And she got pissed off that I was siding over another of my friend that was, you know, there for me and kind of fighting for me, like, oh, we've been friends for longer. You're dumping me. And I was like, no, I'm not dumping anybody. We're not like, I'm not dumping anybody for anybody. I'm just trying to just have a space for myself. And I do understand Ashley in that point because sometimes you might feel like because um you've known this person for the longest, you feel like they owe you this. Okay, so if you have an issue, you will side with me than the other person, even if I'm wrong. And some people are like that. I would not side with you even if you're wrong, just because we've known the longest. I
Right.
will call you out that yeah, you messed up, you effed up. And actually getting pissed off is understandable. Yes, we've been friends for the longest of times.
But
It's
how much
understandable.
longer? How
But
much longer?
acting childish about it, that is what I don't understand.
But
Because I believe you are adults and there's an adult way of doing things.
but
And I feel like, yeah,
how much longer has she known her?
that's what they claim, that they've been friends for a
No,
while.
no. Jamie said in the interview that they just met those people. He said that he's familiar with Quick because Quick has done a lot of the because he's a club promoter and Quick has DJ'd at a lot of events. So he has known of Quick for many years, but they've never hung out together. He's never been to his house. They've never been to each other's homes. He said when you saw them on the show, the first time they were at their house, that was the first time he had ever been to their house. He said I was not friends with him. I knew of him. He worked on some clubs and stuff that I promoted, but we never hung out. So when we see that them filming this show together, that's pretty much when the two wives had ever met. So she hasn't known Arena that much longer than Joy, but it's just a matter of, I guess she just wanted so badly to be friends with Arena. I like Arena. I like the Tylers.
But probably she's looking like, okay, we've known each other, even if they've not known for long. Maybe she's looking like we've known each other since the first season, and
Yeah,
Joy just came
just came.
in what season ago, and you're already, close friends, best friends, body with them. But I feel like if you feel like your friend is not choosing you, there's a better approach to it.
Right, right.
There is a very like you won't end up looking like a big baby.
Yeah,
I
she
I
looks
feel
really bad.
yeah, I feel like there's a better way because I myself, the way I did mine, I didn't end up looking like a bad baby, a big baby. I didn't end up looking like a scorned friend or anything. At the end of the day, we were matured enough. Yes, we took the distance, we took the space we needed. I said I needed space to reevaluate a lot of things. I took the space I needed, and when I was done with myself, I called. We had a civil conversation. Yes, there was argument and everything back and forth, but at the end of the day, we resolved the situation without being like insultive. And at the end of the day, even if you say you're friends, you you've gone through a lot of things together. So those things you've gone through together should be able to hold you for the while you feel like maybe your friend is not there for you. Or you can remind your friend, we've been through shit together, we've done things together, like we've been doing things together. Why are you treating me like this? But acting like that, be like, oh, you must choose me, you must choose me. Like, no. If it was me, I had a friend do that to me where she was like, you must choose me over talking to this person. Man, you're gonna be disappointed. I'm gonna talk to that person more. I'm not going to stop talking to somebody because of you feel like you're not friends with that person. I shouldn't. Why should I carry your issues? I'll talk to that person. Probably if me and the person later have misunderstanding tomorrow, yes, we can stop talking. But if I don't have, if the person has not offended me, so why will I fight with the person? Because of you. And as a friend, why should you tell me to do that? You love me, you're automatically telling me to make enemies. That's where I just feel like she's just immature in everything, like she's just a child in everything. And I feel like that's the reason why she's annoyed, because she's looking like a child, and a lot of people are calling her out of the childishness she has portrayed in this season.
Yep, and she doesn't want to be called out, and so she's just
Yeah.
miserable. But they're going live tonight, she and Ashley. So
Again,
they didn't go live Saturday. It was
all the
rescheduled.
people are gonna be like today.
Yes, they're going live today. So now we'll have to see how they respond to what Arena and
Should
Jamie
you?
did. Yes. So
Ooh.
maybe you're right that, this could be their promotion. And I can't wait to see it
And
because I'm loving it.
you know what? I just checked because as we were talking, I actually checked on they've actually ended the live, but I'm not seeing it on their YouTube again. I don't think whether they say I don't think they saved it.
Oh,
It's not there.
no. Well, I'm sure
Yeah.
somebody got it.
And the fact is, they gained when they started the live. They had how many subscribers? I think they gained like 10 or so subscribers.
They didn't have that many. I think they may have had like 700 and something. They didn't have that many.
So now they're in like 1,019
Oh, so then they gained a
subscribers.
thousand then because when I looked, there was like 300 people watching the live. So it's
Yeah.
working, whatever that they're doing. They needed to do
Exactly. So
something.
they are doing something right. So anything is
Yes,
a blessing. So
anything is a
at the
blessing.
end of the day, my own is if they can do anything they want to do to make the show get renewed, to make the show get boosted, because they don't. The thing is that the problem with this is that they don't have that wow factor, and they don't have that person that people love so much. Like
Right,
in Huntsville, we have Melody that is keeping a lot of people coming
right,
back, no matter how
right,
shitty the show is, no matter how we hate the circumstances of the show, no matter how we hate how the storylines is going. We just have to be like, okay, this lady is still there, she's still there, why can't I still watch it? Let me watch for her. They don't have that person on that show. They don't have the
no,
person that is like, okay, let me go watch because of Ashley. I need to
right.
watch the show because of Ashley.
No,
I
absolutely
Ashley's,
not.
they don't have that. Joy is not doing that. Even with all the things, Joy is not doing that. Doesn't have that. Ashley doesn't have that. Winter doesn't have that at all. None of them have that um big wow factor, and they don't have that much fan base, just like the same fan base that Rena has is the same fan base that Ashley has, the same fan base that Winter has, the same fan base that Joy has. So they not really, I feel like they need this to create this drama, spill everything, spill. If you can get them renewed for another season, then they did an amazing job.
Exactly, because they've casted somebody, Ashley. She's the star of the show. I'm just going to call it that because she's in the middle on the photo, but people don't like her. She does not have a personality that people like. On the other hand, people like Melody. She's charming, she's
Yeah.
sweet, people like her. This lady, she doesn't what redeeming quality does she has that makes people want to watch? She doesn't have it. And then Arena, I like Arena and I like Joy, but we don't know Joy very well yet. And Arena just seems to be very neutral. And I know, some people don't like neutrality, but I like her. I like the Tylers, I like the Pettys. But you're right. They need to have something to get people to watch. And perhaps this is going to be it because of, them going live today. And then we'll see what Winter and Ashley say tonight because Winter is funny. So I'm sure she'll have something funny to say tonight. And then we'll see how it goes from there. But I'm excited because, like, I like the show. I really do. I fast forward some scenes, but other stuff I do watch closely, and this whole thing going at Clifton, it annoys me. And it's but I like it. I like
Mhm.
to watch it. But yeah, well, thank you so much.
The
That was fun.
drama.
The
I
drama,
love all
yeah.
the drama. Yeah, I love all the drama. When I saw the trailer, the first thing that attracted me to it was the drama. I love all the drama. It's good for them. When I first saw, it, I said, "Please, I hope the show will get renewed." I love the drama. As much as Ashley is acting like a baby, I still love it. But I feel like if there was one person, just this one person that is just like that has this star power, it would have been perfect. You know, it would have gone far. But it don't just have it. Ashley thought she could be that person, but she's not. So
Yeah, she thought she could be that person, and I think she's disappointed by the fans' reactions to her. And I think
yeah.
Carlos thought that she was going to be a star too, because remember last first half of the season, oh, she has this scene with her mother, and oh, it's just the best scene. And then we see it, it's like, okay, okay, she does
Mm-hmm.
not have it. We don't like her. Stop
Yeah.
trying to promote her. We don't like her. She's a villain. She is a villain, and she doesn't see herself as that. But then, like you heard her say, well, since I'm the mean girl, so I think that affects her. She pretends as though she doesn't care, but I think it does
But she
affect her
cares a
that
lot.
people think
Yeah.
that she's a mean girl. Yeah. So maybe Joy can fall into that position. She's like people's sweetheart, people who like ready to love, who like them as a couple. Maybe they will gravitate towards her. I like Joy. I don't like how she
I really like them as a couple.
I
So
do. I think you know what I think it is? I think I like Clifton. I think that's what it is. I think he's cute.
probably
So that
because
may
you
be
like
it.
Clifton.
I
They
think
didn't.
so.
The thing is that Joy and Clifton didn't have a good ending on the show. So a lot of people didn't really like them, and a lot of people like don't send them on the show. So there's one person I thought that might have been a good. Well, I don't think she wants to be in reality TV again after what happened on the show on the Ready to Love the Joy and Clifton period. I'm not sure she would want to be. You know, she would have been very great. She was great on TV, but Joy and Clifton literally bullied the poor girl.
Yeah, I saw that
So
clip on the
yeah,
reunion. But then we have to wait and see because there's supposed to be something with Carmen coming up in a few episodes. So we'll see how that ends. Maybe that will attract more people to the show too with this whole Carmen situation. And then maybe Joy is going to move into that star role once people, because I'm sure people will side with Joy and Clifton over Carmen because, how does your friend do
they
this
are
to
the
you?
married ones. Yeah, they are the couple.
Right.
Of course, we're gonna side with
Side
them.
with a couple. Yeah. So
I would never want to side with someone that is just over. Why? And I saw that it's like you're saying that he should have protected you. I don't understand how he will protect his wife before you. If he protected you before his wife, that's when people would have come for Clifton. So if he protected his wife before you, that's the right thing. That was the right judgment. He made the right
right.
call.
And she
So
seemed like an opportunist anyway. I didn't watch the show. I didn't watch it. I know you watched it,
they're
but she
ready
just
to
seemed like
love.
yeah, she just seems like an opportunist, hanging around like she was. I don't know if you saw the interview with her. I told them to go do this, go do that, take pictures here, go to this event, keep taking pictures, hashtag these things under your posts, to
Yeah.
get them out there. But it's like then now you come onto the show, and why are you grabbing the man's beard like that? Like, huh? That was inappropriate. You grabbed his beard, some of the things that you said, the seductive way that you were speaking, allegedly. It just kind of was a turn off. And if I were Joy looking back at this, I'm like, why is she behaving this way? But then in her interview, it seems as though she was trying to say that they knew that by this point, the other couples were wondering if they were a throuple. So let's just go along with this and make people think it when it's not true. Allegedly, something along those lines, what she said.
The thing is that if you watch them from their season of Ready to Love, they've been like that. They've been like these three band together
Three
group.
musketeers.
Yeah, they are together. You can't come against them. You know, so they've been like that. So I've known them like that. I wasn't surprised. The
Oh,
only thing is that I didn't expect it to get to them getting married and still being like that. I understood then they were still single. No, yes, Joy and Clifton was dating, but she was also dating another guy too
right. She
from
said,
the show.
mm-hmm.
She had a guy too from the show. So I felt,
Jonathan.
okay, fine. It was understandable. There were this group that was banding against every other person from the show. Now, how the guy didn't work out, I expected that she was supposed to find there's a play you play with somebody when they are single. But when they've put that ring and say, I do, that even if the person is your bestest of friend, you should stop it. It's called respect and setting boundaries.
Yes. Yes.
It's simple. It's simple like that. If I have a male friend, that's what most of my friends complain about. When they get married, male or female, I in my head already, there's this boundary that I set. I don't give too much advice. I don't. There are some topics I don't even want to talk with you about, so as not for. I don't want to be used as a scapegoat for anybody. Like, I just give these boundaries because I believe it's respect. I don't want issues to be like, oh, tomorrow to be like, oh, she's the one that's causing me and my spouse to have issues. And no, I don't want that. So I thought that getting into marriage, she would have understood that now this is a serious issue. It was not when they were still having fun, going on dates, flexing. Now it's serious issues. We are married. Have these boundaries. And I feel like, Joy gave her the opportunity to become that comfortable. If right from the beginning,
Yep.
Joy had clipped it, she wouldn't have had the mindset of, oh, he didn't protect me enough. Like, I don't understand. She wouldn't have. So at the end of the day, the three of them are at fault. Both Joy, both Clifton, and both Carmen. They are all at fault. They have their individual fault in this situation. That's what I would say. Well, I guess we've come to the end of today's review. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to like and comment on the video. Don't forget to click on the social button to subscribe to our individual channel. We have Unfiltered Uzo here, and we also have Shop Reality TV. You can go to our channel. We have awesome videos. We also cover other gist and gossips of other shows. See you guys next week.